Now let's see SSTF, shortest seek time first. So just like SJF, shortest job first. See, in SJF what did we do? We have taken the jobs in the ascending order of their burst times. Whichever is having the shortest burst time, we had taken it and executed it first, right? Similarly here also we are going to do the same thing. If we have a request, now depending on the seek time, which means seek time is nothing but the number of cylinders that I might have to cover. Wherever it is less, I'll service it first. Let us say if I'm standing at 100, if there is a request for 101, I'll service it first. If there is a request for 110 and 101 simultaneously, I'll service 101 first. Which means right from where I'm standing now, the read write head is now, if I require less number of movements or the cylinders, if I have less number of cylinders to cover, I'll do that first, and then I'll go for a further cylinder, right? Which means I'll try to optimize the seek time exactly the same way we did for shortest job first. Now what is the advantage of this one is, compared to first come first served, this is going to give you some better performance. I'll show you with an example how it is done. Now let me read out for you. Like SJF, it selects the disk IO request that requires the least movement of the disk arm from its current position regardless of the direction. So it means that if you are standing at some point now, irrespective of which direction you need to take, it is going to go to the next one which is closest, right? So it reduces the total seek time compared to FCFS. Now what are the disadvantages? Starvation is possible. Now let us assume that you are standing somewhere here and there is a request somewhere here. If you keep on getting the request close to this one after the other, you will keep on servicing all these requests and you will never go to this because it is too far from here. Got it? Therefore starvation is possible in this case, and switching directions slows things down. Sometimes if you are moving in one direction, suddenly you might again go back into other direction, right? Just because it is close. So that is also going to slow you down. So this is one of the other disadvantages, and it is not the most optimal way. We'll see later what are the other optimal ways possible. So we shall take the same example which we have solved for FCFS, and I'll show you why it is giving you better performance. Now if you look at this the same example that we have seen for FCFS, there we started with cylinder number 100, and the next one we served there was 23, which means from here I came till here, right? Now here what we do is, irrespective of the order in which I get the request, I'll just try to go to the closest one first. Now from 100, if you see the closest one, this is 32 away, this is just 11 away, isn't it? That is why from 100 I go here, because it is closer. This is the closest one. So I first service this, and for this the number of cylinders I might have to cross is 11, right? And from here, if I have to service the next closest one, the next closest one will be 132, right? And the number of cylinders I might have to cross is 43. So from here I'll be going there. Now if you observe it, we are changing the direction, isn't it? Now this changing the direction is also going to slow the things down. If you are moving in one direction, the read write head is moving in one direction. If you service all the requests in that direction, it will be better, it will be faster. Otherwise you have to go there, stop, and again come back. So that is going to slow the things down. Okay, and now let's see this one. Now next from 132, the closest one is 187, and for this the number of discs I might have to, the number of cylinders I might have to cross is 55, and from 187 the next closest is 42. Therefore for this one I have to cross 145 cylinders, right? And from here the next closest one is 23, which means I might have to cross 19 cylinders. Now if you observe this, the total number of cylinders I have crossed in this case is 273, and requests are actually the same. So this is the same example which we have solved for FCFS also. There we saw that the total number of requests is 421. I mean the total number of cylinders that we have crossed there is 421. Here the total number of cylinders we crossed is 273. Now by looking at these numbers, you can understand that this one is going to give us better performance in terms of the seek time. isn't it? By the total seek time is directly proportional to the number of cylinders crossed, and therefore this has crossed less number of cylinders, and so it is going to give you less seek time. So shortest seek time first is going to give you better performance compared to FCFS, right? But there is a disadvantage. The disadvantage is starvation is possible. So how is starvation possible is, you can imagine a scenario where, let's say you are at 100, right, and there is a request for cylinder 200, assume that, and along with that the requests are keep on coming, right, and the requests that are coming are like this: 101, 102, again 101, again 102, and if this continues, then all these requests will be serviced because they are very close by, isn't it? From 100 it will go to 101, from 101 it will go to 102, and again from 102 it will come to 101. It will be moving there itself. Even though this one has arrived very early, we are not going to consider this at all. So there is a chance that that request might starve forever. But in case if you look at that first come first served, definitely depending on the time at which it has arrived, this one is definitely going to get a chance before the others if they have arrived late, right? So that is one of the disadvantages of this method. Okay, and the other one is, you are directly changing the directions. From here you are going this way and suddenly you are changing the direction. It is also going to slow the things down, but anyway it is better compared to FCFS. Okay, fine.